What is going on, Roland Empire? Here, guys, to give you a video. Today's topic is talking about those who wish me dead and all, which is from more known writer, but is now doing more the camera filmmaking director by Taylor Sheridan, which I kind of knew, but I had to see it and I was like, where's this film give like a raw kind of interpretation kind of thing? I was like, oh, that's right, because he's done incredible films like, the Hell or High Water. I think it did the one with Jeremy Renner. Is that High River, Lost River? I think he worked on that too. And then now this one, Those Who Wish Me Dead, gives a certain premise like that, and it's Angelina trying working from like the guys that do the cover the fires in the forest. I gotta remember the name, but she has a history that she kind of wants to redeem herself, and certain other characters that involved with the plot gives her that kind of opportunity to save someone in that kind of sense. And with this one, to kind of center all this of what it is, it was. I understand that this isn't a good movie, but I had a great time when I finally gave it a shot. When I gave it a shot, I appreciated the realness that it had, like leading to that. It's just from watching the filmmaker, I feel like this is his weakest at a temp of this kind of thing. He always injects like these rare rawness, like the rawness intensity of a film like this. But I like Angelina enough. Angelina was likable, fun, not too deep, but enough deep to realize why we're in, having her as a protagonist. There's these father and son that have to weave into the plot and all that. I thought the plot, which I was like, how are they going to connect these? Okay, there's a certain connection, but I still didn't enjoy it as much because it felt like there were two things that were being forced in a sense. And even though there's this nice time that it dedicates to Angelina, her backstory, her work, and all that, it's not enough. It's funny that they used this in the other movies. It kind of did work, but with this one, it felt like it was just like a masquerade for a different story. But it's really interesting to tell like who does this cater to. I feel like it should cater to people that dig like only the brave, but then have like fun with Taken movies. I feel like this is what Those Who Wish Me Dead is. And but to kind of get the positives, it was nice enough. The kid's he does his job, but it's not the best of acting. Angelina, she's good for roles of kicking ass. So you know what, that was good. Just a lot of like with these characters. I thought Nicholas Hoult and the dude Aiden Gillian, whatever Game of Thrones guy, they were serviceable. It's nice that Holt does like they use his friendly, likable face to kind of trick you and all. And Aiden is good as being the dick, the dick in all this situation like that. But then when they crossed by Angelina Jolie and John Berthel, which I was like, oh, John Berthel's in this, I like him enough for being like the Punisher and also for him doing this kind of thing. I enjoy it. He always is a welcoming face. Made sense. I find it interesting. You got those two facing like these two kind of thing, and so that was fun. That was a little bit extra for me. Extra as in a good way. That like that's what made it help the movie be sort of entertaining. But a lot of the investment is really like I gotta admit at times from actors that are like just here for a few minutes, it's kind of cringy. It's just like, do I really care? And a lot of the narrative, a lot of these plots, a lot of why encounters are going on, feels like its exposition is like, yeah, I know. Why are we having this? Just so the characters somehow get idea. It just feels like it's something we all really should have known already. Throughout the whole thing, you have these kind of, times where it caters to how the dark and the light and all that of with the emotions that comes with the actors. I enjoy those kind of intense things. It's really nice from a filmmaking point. Like good job Taylor and all that. I just feel like maybe because he had more to do or something, but I feel like this script was really one of the more weaker ones. But like again, there is like a balance to with all this. If you did wanted to see this, HBO Max really is probably the one that wouldn't hurt, but it's not a movie that you need to rush out. If you support any of these people, good job. Like I told you, there's actors here that they're fine, they're good. They do what they can. But after all this, realizing that, it's like they're feeling the forcing, one thing and that they give the idea of maybe kind of I don't know if this is even the best word, plot holes, but it just feels like they know they had something of a problem, so they're calling it out. So really, you don't have to have a problem with. But I realized that there is a problem. It's like it was intentional. It's like because it's like you wanted to make the movie the way it is, and this is the only way to do it. But you gotta make all these excuses. I was just like, no, I saw what it is. It's not a perfection of a movie. You know, it is nice for those that maybe get that kind of genre, the genre taste that, like I said, could cater to a demographic. But really, how what more are you gonna get from a movie like this than what it is already? It really is one that you could probably catch once, and then again when you see it on cable. Are you gonna be buying this and then always having it with you and realizing I need to show this to my friends and all that? It really is that thing. I was like, yeah, and this probably isn't the best from the guy's filmography. Like if you wanted to show a marathon, this one's like, it's some, but there was potential, because from Taylor, Taylor having a solid filmography, there was a lot of potential. They did what they could. They gave it a shot, but at the end of the day, a lot of all these decisions were like very lackluster, very just could have been better decisions. I just want to put it as nice as nice as I can. Better decisions, and they it's just because they wanted to cater to the plot and all that, and there's fun moments. There is all these fun moments within certain scenes, but really, like I keep saying, the end of the day, at the end of the day, the movie is just it's just a movie. It just serves its purpose. Like it's just there. I don't know. It's fun, but then after that, how many more? How many more times are you gonna watch it? So there are likable scenes, but all that with the characters, but the film itself, it just wraps up to be like, okay, well, we served our purpose and all. So let me know, guys. These are always my thoughts and opinions. This movie could have been one of the worst movies you just ever saw. Let me know why and all how that worked. Or this movie really just stuck a emotional landing for you. Let me know why it was the best movie of all time for you and how it served the whole filmmaking process and how it served the whole movie process for you. Like, what characters did you invest the most and all? These are, always just my thoughts and opinions. I thought the movie really could have been better. The characters were just fun and all, and there's certain scenes and the filmmaking and the characters served their purpose, but I wish the characters really could have had more fleshing out and all that. It's still an enjoyable movie, but really it just the film is what it is. It's just serviceable. It's just serviceable, and it just really is something that it was just enjoyable to just like watch. So all this in the comments below, and as always, roll an empire, laugh, smile, repeat.